Welcome to the Scottish Basketball Roundup. We post weekly episodes on Senior National League basketball in Scotland. You can join for free on Patreon, Spotify, and YouTube to receive a notification when new episodes are released. Access to the podcast episodes will always be free. You can make a contribution for yourself or for someone else as a gift through membership on Patreon. However small and infrequent, any contribution is very helpful and very much appreciated. You can get in touch with the podcast by sending us a message on Instagram or an email. If you like the content, share and send it to a friend who you think would like it too. Over the summer months, we're going to catch up with players from the senior men's and women's competitions in a new mini-series called Player Profiles as part of the Scottish Basketball Roundup.
I'm delighted to welcome Josh to the podcast. Hi, Josh.
Hi, mate. How are we doing? You okay?
Good, thank you. Maybe just start us off. Why did you want to be involved with the Chiefs this season?
Well, I've been with the Chiefs for a few years now, and I just really love, like, obviously all the guys that are involved, the organisation as a whole. Feel like I've become really good mates with all the players, and I like the general atmosphere, and a lot of them have become close friends. In terms of the competitiveness as well, it's good to obviously challenge ourselves. Obviously, we want to be on the highest division as possible, but we really set ourselves a goal this year of getting as high up the table as possible and winning as much as we can. So that's sort of why this year we've really gone for it. So yeah, that's been why.
Maybe just give us a quick run through of the season, how it played out results-wise. Sort of, I know it's a short enough season in Div 2 this year, but maybe just start with the end. How do you feel like the results played out, and how do you feel about your record looking at it now?
Yeah, man. National League wise, it's been sort of started off really well. Obviously, it's a short league. It's been a short league this year with only sort of four of us in there, playing each other three or four times. So yeah, started off really well. Perth, Dundee, sort of being able to sort of navigate through those games fine throughout the season. And then we had obviously four games against sort of our main rivals, Wolves, in that league. So they've been always really fun. The first two games we managed to take away and home and away, and then the last two obviously they took off us and then pipped us to the line through basket difference. So it's been a mixed bag, because we obviously wanted to be at the top and felt like we had enough to get there. However, through sort of injuries and obviously not turning up on the day, like the final day of the season against Wolves, was obviously the biggest game. And to be fair to them, you have to give them credit. They wanted it more and they turned up. So no excuses for that one. But yeah, overall, it's been a fun season, really fun season. Yeah.
What do you think defines your own game, and how did that sort of play a part in this year's Chiefs roster? How do you think you sort of fitted in with the other guys this year?
Yeah, as I've said, I've been a part of the team for a few years now, and obviously got to know them better, got to play with them a bit more, and I feel like I can sort of provide a lot of scoring output. So that's sort of my main goal when I come into the game is how can I score not just from the outside but from the inside as well, getting to the rim, get to the line as well. Um, So I feel like my team really helps me with that, and they trust me to do that. Sort of myself, Darius, Paul, we're all very involved in that sort of scoring element. So yeah, I think as a team it's worked well. Bit of floor spacing from the other guys who are able to knock down threes, and allow us to do our thing. So yeah, it's been another good year in terms of scoring wise. Obviously my season got hampered a bit with injury. Start of December I got quite a bad injury, so that's been a bit hampered. But I feel like the guys really did well in my absence as well. And just really worked as a team. So yeah, man, it's been good.
What did you think improved most, if anything, about your game this season, and why did you focus on that, and how did you want to go about making that improvement?
Yeah, good question. In terms of improvements this year, I feel like I've been sort of more aggressive in the drive. So I've sort of been able to build up my body in terms of getting a bit stronger, getting a bit broader. Because I used to just be just a shooter from the outside, but now I've now become a lot more focused on getting inside, getting to the rim, using my body to finish at the rim, getting to the line and things like that. So I feel like that's been an improvement over the season. Defensively as well, it's always been a sort of thing that I've um, not obviously not focused on, but because it's obviously a huge part of the game, probably the most important part of the game, some would say. So I feel like in that aspect, I've also improved in terms of my timing, in terms of steals, blocks, just getting my chest in the way of players as well. So improvements have been made, and more improvements will come for sure.
Amazing. What was your relationship like with the coaching staff this year? Like, what were they looking from you specifically, and how do you think that relationship developed? Obviously, with being out with injury, how did it? How did you respond to sort of being in with the group and then sort of coming back, obviously after that injury?
Yeah, man. So the coach JD, he's one of my good friends, really good friends. I love JD. He's been always really supportive of me. And Darius, the captain, he's also a really good friend of mine as well. So they've always been fully supportive, especially when I was out injured. They're constantly wanting to know what the timeline is for coming back. Obviously, really wanting to welcome me back to the squad. Not just them, the whole team. So yeah, but when I was away, like they were really focused on getting the results themselves, like as well. So that was really good. But yeah, just they've been all since I got to the Chiefs. We've had a few different coaches, but whoever we've had at the helm, they've really been sort of really supportive, trusting in our abilities as individuals and the team. So yeah, really supportive, and couldn't ask for much more. To be fair.
Amazing. Just to wrap up this season, how do you look back on it now, and what do you think you're going to take most from this season into next year?
Yeah, good question. What I take from this season, um, just building on what we've got. I feel like got a good sort of solid core of players there, and I feel like we just need to keep working basically on what we do on the training court, because sometimes we've sort of gone away from it in when it comes to the game. So just trusting in our teammates to get the job done, and hopefully we can sort of be at a competitive level next year in terms of sort of the league we're in, and because we don't know where that'll be yet, um, or how that will look structure wise. So hopefully we can keep things competitive, and yeah, remain as a core group because we've got a good group going. So yeah, just build on what we've got.
Amazing. Right, let's go through some more general questions. What was the first basketball match you ever went to as a fan?
Oh, as a fan, are you talking professional or not?
You can be supporting anybody, professional
Okay.
team, your mates, just the first game you
Yeah.
went to, not as a player, just to watch.
I'd say, oh, it would be, so you're going back a while. So the reason I actually started basketball was because of my brother and sister used to play. So I got an older brother and sister, um, and they used to play for Perth Phoenix. So that was my first team, under 16, under 18. But before that, my brother used to play for them, and I remember going to his games from under 16 onwards to under 18 to senior. So um, I remember going to Perth Academy and watching him as a young boy, and just falling in love with it really. And that's really what inspired me to start, because it was such a good level, such a high pace, and it's just so good to watch. So that's really inspired me to start playing myself.
Amazing. What's the favorite venue or favorite gym that you've ever played in yourself?
Oh, so I have to say we just played in play sport. So we played in the SLBA Div 1 Cup final, which we won, and that was at Play Sport. So that was I wanted to play there for a while because I've got such a great facility there. and I have to say I wasn't disappointed. Class facilities, everything about it, great atmosphere. Yeah, brilliant overall. So I'd say that was probably my favourite so far, for sure.
What's the best nickname you've come across in a dressing room?
Um, well, yeah, good question. I'd say um, I get called Philly at Chiefs. Um, so I feel like I'm universally named as Philly because we have another Josh in the team. So I feel like that sort of stuck with the team for a couple of years now. Um, yeah, a few other nicknames, maybe which I won't mention today, but that's that's been the main one over the years. So just stuck with me. Yeah.
What's your favourite spot for some food for a post game meal?
Oh, what for post game food? I'd probably go. I don't really usually go out for food after a game, but I'd probably go like a Nando's. Something not too out there. Um, just wanted to sit down and chill. So I'd probably go Nando's for that one. Yeah, man.
What's a moment from this season that will live rent free in your head for a while to come?
Red three. I'd say there's maybe a couple. I'd say, um, oh, getting injured for sure. That will live rent free because mentally, it's not just physically, it's mentally. It becomes like a battle against yourself. So that was tough to take, and it's still affecting me now to this day. So hopefully by next season it's better. But I'd say, and the last day of the season for sure, definitely lives a bit rent free in my head. Um, just just the occasion, and just the scoreline in the end kind of just lives rent free. But apart from that, nothing really.
Who do you think is the best Scottish basketball player of all time?
Oh, Scottish basketball player of all time. Oh, I'd probably say, uh, yeah, in terms of representing country, representing Great Britain at a high level, I'd probably say Kieran Achara. What he's achieved for the game. Um, Not just on the court, but off the court, how he supports the younger age groups. He's been at a couple of our training sessions before, and yeah, I'd probably say in terms of ability and how he affects the game in Scotland, I think it's just has to be him. To be fair. Mhm.
What's the most difficult thing you've faced on or off the court?
Uh, I'd say it's pretty relevant to this year because of my injury of my foot. I've never really faced an injury like that before, this season. Um, Another difficult time was a couple of years ago. Well, Chiefs, we'd just been relegated from Div 1. So we spent a year in Div 1, got relegated after a tough season. Um, and I was really umming and ahhing about what to do next. So I really wanted to stay with the group, but I made a really tough decision to go and join St Mirren for the summer to see how it was and how it would work for me logistically. Um, and that was really tough because I had to leave really good friends behind, and I had to obviously make a hard decision there. And eventually, obviously, I had to sort of cut that off for St Mirren just because of the travel, sort of an hour away, and I worked full time, so that travel sort of got to me. And I did miss the camaraderie of the Chiefs as well. So yeah, that was a tough decision, but one that I don't regret. I'm glad I made it, and I'm happy where I am now. So yeah.
Us. Any superstitions when you're in the gym?
Superstitions. Not really, man. I just no, I just go out and play. Just go out and play. Just I don't really do any superstitions. The only thing I'd say is I lost my dad a few years ago, so I always sort of remember him when I play. Obviously, I take a moment before the game, just to remember him because he was always like very supportive of me, and wanted me to sort of flourish in what I did. So I'll always remember him and almost play for him. So in terms of superstitions, that's what I'd say I do. Yeah.
Fair enough. Two final questions. One on one, last minute. Do you take it yourself, or are you waiting for a teammate?
Uh, One on one. I'd say it kind of depends on the how I've played in the game. If I'm feeling it, or if my teammates feeling it. Uh, but I'd say I'm always ready to take it. I'm always ready to take it. Even if I've had a bit of an off game, I'm still ready to take the ball and yeah, ready to go against any matchup. So yeah, I'd say that for sure.
And finally, what's next for you? What does next season look like, and what are you hoping for the next couple of seasons? Even looking for slightly further ahead.
Yeah, man. Just looking to um, continue playing as a team, and obviously we'll see where we're playing next year. Hopefully, playing at a good level, um, and obviously want to retain what we did in the SLBA Div One as well. Trying to get some more some silverware there. In an individual way, I want to just focus on sort of to continue to score, continue to help my team on the offensive end, continue to help my team on the defensive end, become a two-way player, consistently sort of putting up numbers, putting in a box score, and just helping my team win at the end of the day. That's all that really matters. So yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Thank you very much for your time. Best of luck with
Thanks.
the summer. Best of luck with next season, man.
Thanks for having me, mate. Appreciate it.
That's all.